Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Vikings going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. A former Seminole back home in Florida, it's Dalvin Cook. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 75 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff looking right. Busts through the tackle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 43 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A handoff as they run the counter play. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big receiver, Robinson, for the Jacksonville touchdown. Allen Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down following the incompletion. Play action. It's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught by Treadwell. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, 56 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now they'll run it on the toss. Runs over it. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Second down, Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. No. Check.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down, here's the run with Cook. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now here's a carry heading left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught by Bryant. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did...
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Powers through it. Yet again, just a bruising carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Room here to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Here we go now. 3, 9, check. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go now. Back it up, Philly. Here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Linval Joseph able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. gun. They'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Ryan on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. The Vikings on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They'll run for it with Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They try again with Cook, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Four yards remaining now on second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Let's go! Blue line it!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Vikings now heading on to the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Fowler in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Vikings on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw. Tough to bring Bryant down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former deep. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Deron Smoot in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the fly over the...
You